Friends, you may wonder as to why a medical scientist is here in this audience. But I am primarily a part of all of you, and medical science is only my way of life. I happen to be a doctor of the conventional Western medicine, but I have, to tell you very frankly, between you and me, very little faith in what we do as doctors. The father of modern medicine did warn us correctly. He said, cure rarely, comfort mostly, but console always. We take a Hippocratic oath when we pass to preserve life and to be fair to all concerned and treat my patient as God and to preserve life from conception to the end. But very quickly, we become hypocrites because we start making money. And money destroys this world. Friends, our greatest enemy of mankind, and if you look at the history of mankind, up until money came on the scene, man had no illness whatsoever. Man had no greed, no jealousy, no sort of corruption, and no illness and no ill will. When money came in, all things started, and we started going back to our roots to say, where is yoga? What is yoga? What is Sanatana Dharma? What is spirituality? And what have you? It was so beautifully put in the Western mind by a great poet, an English poet, a romantic poet, William Wordsworth. When in 1802, the first industrial revolution started in the West, he wrote a beautiful poem called The World is Too Much With Us. I'll give you one stanza. The world is too much with us, late and soon. Getting and spending, we seem to have lost our powers. Little do we see in nature that is ours. We have sold our soul. I have added a little to that, to the devil, comma, a sordid boon, full stop. This is where it all started, friends. Now, the topic of this conference today, put forth with so much of trouble, looking into every minutiae of details by Pandit Radhe Shyamji, a good friend of mine, and he has been insisting for the last about 6 months that I come here, and because of him, I am here. I must admit that last 2 times he tried, I tried, but I couldn't be here. But this time, Mahakaleshwar said, I must be here, and I am here. Thank you, Panditji. As our guru from Portugal rightly said, this is the greatest part of the world where poets, gods, goddesses, and great people all descended in the same place. And even Vikramaditya, a king who was known for his justice and for his compassion, was ruling this land. So I am honored to be in this land of holiness. But don't envy my position here because some great people have spoken. Mark Twain once said, human brain starts functioning from the time you're born, only to stop when you stand before an audience after brilliant speakers have spoken. So if I speak something from now on, it is not from my brain, but from my spinal cord. Let me look at science because I have been a student of the classical Western science for more than half a century. But ever since the first day in my science class, I have been wondering what this science is all about. We have what is called a reductionist science, vis-a-vis the true science of holism, which looks at the whole. For the younger generation here, let me tell you the difference between those two jargons. You all know what chocolate is. And you all know how chocolate tastes. But we, reductionist scientists, try to find out what chocolate is made up of. Cocoa, sugar, and milk. And we study milk in great detail and describe chocolate as milk. Look at medical science. I take a specimen of the liver, stain it, which means I kill the cells, and look under the microscope the tombstone of a liver cell and say, this liver cell is cancer. I don't know how we say that. because it's only a tombstone. You're not seeing the cell functioning. But one of the greatest biologists who got the Nobel Prize and wrote a book called Introduction to Submolecular Biology, Albert Szent-Györgyi, said, I don't know what cancer is. Because a cancer cell works exactly like a normal cell. And I don't know how people can try to kill a cancer without killing the normal cell. And that's exactly what I've been saying for the last 40 years. And I've been getting brickbats and almost, people wanted to kill me. I almost lost my job for writing the truth. But today, I'm so happy that the American Cancer Institute invites me for a conference of contrarian view on cancer, because they said, most of what you say is true, because 75% of what we call cancer are not cancers, and we probably are killing more people than we save. Let me incidentally tell you, in 5 countries at different times in the last 50 years, doctors went on strike where there were no private doctors. Bogota in Colombia, Saskatchewan in Canada, Los Angeles County some years ago, Dublin about a decade ago, and Israel recently. And to cut the long story short, every time doctors went on strike from 3 months to 6 months, death rate fell down precipitously and disability almost disappeared. Only to come back and level again when the doctors came back to work. And in fact, in Israel recently, the government was forced to pay extra pay to the doctors to come back to work, and the bribing was done by the morticians because their coffins were not sold at all. Ayurveda, the ancient Indian wisdom, for all kinds, the Sanatana, no age, it's not no beginning, no end. This Sanatana wisdom also proclaimed that in the future, if you doctors go after money, you will do wrong things. Vaidhyarajo namastubhyam. I salute you. Yamaraja Sahodara, you are the brother of Yamaraja. But that's a compliment, because Yama follows Niyama. In yoga is a Niyama. Yama treats everyone equally. Whether you are a dog or a king, he kills you identically. Whereas man treats the dog in a big way and the king in a big way and the dog in a very small way and look down upon it. No, Yama doesn't do that. So it's a compliment. But the second line is not a compliment. Yamastu harati pranan. Yama only takes life. Vaidhyo pranan dananicha. You take life and money both. And today's world, if in the Western world of what is called advanced science, if you fall ill, your whole life is destroyed. You're finished. All that you earned, all your life, to spoil your health is taken away by the hospitals to so-called re-give you your health, which they never will be able to give it.